When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's Group Therapy on 99.7 DJX.
All right, Mary, going to try to help you out. Hey there, Ben and Kelly. So weird that I'm reaching out to you and you don't know who I am because I feel like we should be best friends.
Aw.
Same. Anyway, I have an issue I'm hoping you can help with. My friend Callie has been my best friend since college. We've been through a lot together, and I'm pretty sure I know her better than she knows herself, LOL.
Okay.
Okay, so she's been seeing her boyfriend for about a year now. This guy can do no wrong in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all fine and good, but I think he's a loser.
Oh.
And I've tried to tell her that. But as you can imagine, it always leads to fights, and she ends up defending him no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So I try not to bring him up at all. Well, her boyfriend pulled me aside the other day and told me that he wants to propose on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
And he needs my help to pull it off.
Oh.
It's an elaborate plan.
Uh-huh.
No words. Bites tongue. Look, I can't stand this guy, and I think he's absolutely awful for her, and I think she could do much better. He's completely obnoxious and smothering, and he doesn't support her career at all. Ugh.
Okay.
Thing is, I can recognize that she's so happy to have someone and that she'd be ecstatic if he proposed to her. So here's my issue. Would you help him if you were in my position? Thanks, all.
Yeah.
You would?
I don't know. I think it's easy for me to say, not being in that situation.
It is. It's much easier for us to say, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Support your friend.
I know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, your friend likes him. And,
yes.
and you recognize that she would be ecstatic if he did it.
Right. And you say that he's completely obnoxious, smothering, doesn't support her career and all that kind of stuff. But is that how she sees it?
Yeah. Good point.
Because you're not, the one in the relationship, so you don't see him the way that she does.
Right, exactly. So I guess I think it's funny. I would have loved to have heard that conversation between the boyfriend and Mary and how that played out and what she said to him how they ended it. Like, I'll have to think about it. I'm sure that's probably what it was. It was like, okay, well, I'll have to think about it.
Let's talk later about the plan.
Okay.
And maybe I don't know.
Hey, look, my phone's calling me. I gotta go.
My phone's calling me.
I don't know. What do you think? Have you ever been in that situation where you know that your friend's person is not right for them, or you think you know that your friend's person is not right for them?
You want to try to stop them from jumping off a cliff into a really bad decision.
Right.
I get that part.
Right.
For sure. But ultimately, it's got to be her choice. And maybe you go through with the proposal, helping the guy propose. She gets engaged, and then hopefully they have a long engagement, and then maybe show his true colors.
I mean, but then it's like
before they get married. I don't know.
It's like, is the friend then going to get upset at Mary for why did you let me do this?
Well, she's already had the conversation. She's tried to stop her with conversations, and they get in fights about it. So now she's at this point. You've said your piece. You've told her how you feel. She's not hearing you. So. Yeah. You're going to have to let her make her own choices.
All right. Have you been in this situation? And what did you do? How did you approach it? Would love to hear your story about it. All right. 502-795-1997. That is our number in group therapy.
I hate him.
Yeah, that can be a tough situation, especially if you're in that position. Now, Amanda, you've been in that position.
I was the friend that supported my best friend with a guy that I did not care for, and I had voiced my opinion about him multiple times. She married him. I helped with the engagement. I helped with the wedding, everything. Married the guy for 5 years, and then she divorced him, and the first person she ran to was me. She was like, I should have just listened. So my advice is to, do it for your friend. You've got her back no matter what. If it's going to make her happy for the time being, then do it. She had 2 kids, and, that guy will always be a part of her life. But
yeah, that's a great point, Amanda. Thank you so much for calling.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting because I'm sitting there, and Amanda's talking, and I'm like, okay, so she's going to say don't do it. But then she was like, no, I did. I supported, and I was there for my friend when it fell apart, So maybe that's the approach you take, where you're like, look, I'm not going to do it for him. I'm going to do it for her.
That could be, I think that might be the best way to go, because you have to show her that because we were worried that, she might get confused and think, well, you like him now because you helped him propose and everything's great. So he won you over, right? Yay.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is your allegiance, your alliance is with her.
Yeah.
And your loyalty is with her, and you're supporting her happiness now. And then if later it doesn't work out, you'll be there and support her in her sadness.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens. But you know what? You also could be wrong, Mary, and maybe they do have a great relationship and just you don't see it that way because you're soured to it for some reason. So...
Yeah. Stephanie says, I've been in this situation, or I've not been in this situation, but I do agree that her friend has to be able to figure it out for herself. My brother-in-law has proposed to somebody before. The girl said no. He knew that was probably going to be the answer, but, he also knew that her no would mean them breaking up.
Wait. So her brother proposed knowing that the girl was going to say no?
Yep, apparently. But he thought, you know what? She's probably going to break up with me. I'm going to throw a Hail Mary just to see if maybe I can rope her in.
Hang on a second. You want to get married? No? All right.
No, all right. So we're definitely breaking up then, right?
I thought so.
Okay.
I thought so. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, hey, I think that's the approach you take, Mary. Do it for your friend. Do it for your best friend who you think you know better than herself. So
I understand you wanting to try to help her dodge a bullet here, but you sometimes you have done your part.
Yep.
You've told her how you feel.
Yep.
It just leads to fights. You don't want to ruin your relationship with her because of that. So just now support her.
There you go. All right. That is group therapy. Keep us posted, by the way, especially maybe we can put a little earmark in this and try to follow up after Valentine's Day and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We're invested. We got to see how the proposal goes.
All right. We'll check in with you in a month on 99.7 DJX.